What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the Chevy C10 right behind me. If you're not familiar with it, it is a 74 pre-smog C10 here in California. It's getting old, so there's little things here and there that are breaking down. Today we are going to be replacing the dimmer switch for the lights. A couple of the symptoms, well actually the main symptom of why we have to replace the dimmer switch is because the low beams don't work. The high beams, if you hit the switch, and if you're not familiar with the switch, it's the switch at the bottom of the footwell where your left foot sits usually. When you hit that, the high beam comes on, but the low beam does not come on. So most likely it is the dimmer switch. So let's check it out. Hopefully that's the fix. And here is the replacement part I got from Napa. You can buy it from any auto parts store really, because it's very generic. I'm pretty sure this fits a lot of GM trucks and cars out there, but you can also buy them from like Brothers or LMC. So let me turn the lights on and show you what the headlights look like. As you kind of see, they're super dim. I'm pretty sure there's a term for this, but this happens on occasion where the full beam of the light is not on, but you can still see a teeny little bit there shining through. That light is on. I know it's hard to tell during the day, but same thing on this side. Just a little bit of a light there, and everything else lights up. Well, the side markers and everything. So you are more than welcome to disconnect the battery at this point before you start working on the switch. So here it is. I've already got it taken out already. It is 2 bolts, one on each side here, that sit right there if you're not familiar with it. But I yanked it out already, and let's just replace it and see what it looks like. There's clips on the sides. Careful not to break them. Just like that. Now just a little history, I replaced this switch about 10 years ago. I rarely ever use it, but I'm pretty sure it still went bad regardless. Alright, here's the new unit. Actually, before we put it on, let's just do a quick comparison. Everything's pretty identical. Put on some, not sponsored, Loctite dielectric tune-up grease. So I'm just gonna put a little dab here. And I didn't show it, but how to take this off and on of here. It sits kind of vertical, and one bolt goes on top and then the other just goes on the bottom. Simple as that. So while we are at it, let's grease this connection here at the headlamp bulb as well. And you want to use this pretty much anywhere you have an electrical connection, especially on these older cars and trucks, to prevent any sort of corrosion, providing some insulation against the elements. All right, time to check it out. All right, there's some nice bright low beams there. Same with this side. You're going to be replacing the window crank handle. I believe that's the proper term for it. I will show you why. These are the ones I'm going to be replacing them with. They are forever sharp. They are chrome, I believe. And I believe I got them, I keep forgetting, either from Brothers or from LMC. But I will put the link somewhere here or down in the description below. Alright, so here's what I have been dealing with. This original one I actually picked up from the junkyard. Broke off. The handle part here broke off. Now typically, what I've seen people do, pretty cool too, put some vice grips on here and just use that, which I think is pretty dang awesome. But let's treat the old girl a little better than that. Anyways, we're gonna do both sides. The passenger side is fine, but obviously this side, the driver's side, gets a ton more usage, and so it has given up on us. And if you look closer right there, there's a little crack right there too, which I'm sure after a while that'll give out as well. And also to add, these handles are a little tricky to get off. you have this gap behind there, teeny little gap. And what I typically do, I don't know if there's a special tool for this, but I use picks. I use a pair of picks to go behind there. It's nice and thin, and I just get the pin out. And I can't show you that right now because obviously it's way behind there, but I will show you how it looks and it works once I get all this disassembled. Okay, I think I got it. This should just lift right off. Alright, so here is the holding pin I was telling you about earlier. This essentially sandwiches this back handle here. Here, you can tell it's junkyard. Up against this crank mechanism here. So that's pretty much it. And thank goodness the new one that I picked up does not use this anymore. Way easier to take on and off. Alright, and here is the new one. Decided to go chrome. I love chrome. I know a lot of people don't like chrome, but I do. Alright, so here is the Allen wrench to help loosen it up. I don't know what size it is, but just go to your tool chest and find whichever one works. Careful not to drop this though. They're teeny. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, so this piece that came out of the actual handle has its own Allen heads here. You're gonna loosen those and then tighten it up as you have it sitting here. So just pick a spot and just fasten it down. So I've already made a little mistake here with this. Very easy mistake. You gotta make this flush, this crank here to the surface of this cylinder here. So this has to pull back out a little bit. Alright, so something like this should do a little better. You pretty much just match it to the heads here, or where the holes are. Like so. Maybe a little further down the road, I may decide to put some Loctite on here or something, just so, you know, a little extra security. But I would also hate to be trying to get this out and having it Loctite on. But yeah, in the future, if it backs out, I'll probably put some on. Wow. This feels, because this lever is so much longer, you have way more torque over this. And as you can see, the length of this lever arm, huge difference there. If anything, this knob is a little small, a little on the small side, but it works. Alright, so also as a little added bonus here, we also picked up a cup holder. Classic consoles. Here's the information on it. I will put the link in the description below where I bought it and the price and whatnot. But as you know, in these old C10s, they don't have cup holders. What did people do without cup holders back in the day, right? Or you're gonna have to take out the ashtray. I believe that's all you do. I have actually never taken this out before, so it's my first time. Ah, there it is. Alright, slide that out. And this simply just slides right in. I think. This is some suede felt type of material. And then over here is pleather. Alright, there it is. Alright, we are bottomed out. Bam, there it is. Quick and easy install. Let's put it in there. Look at that. Voila. Beautiful. It's pretty pretty sturdy too. And I don't smoke, so I don't ever use that, but still, you could still have room over here if you'd like to get the cigarette lighter here. But yeah, I never use the ashtray for really anything, so you still have access to your auxiliary gas tank switch here. So yeah, that does it. As always, thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one. Peace out.